Hey guys, Movie Fan here to bring you another Power Rangers video. This time asking a question that, once again, nobody seems to ask, and that is, what was the origin of the Power Rangers names? Now, we do know three of them because, well, two of them were very widely talked about, and as for the third, well, I think I know the answer to that one, but we'll get to that in a minute. When it comes to the original Power Rangers, we know their names. Jason Lee Scott, Trini Kwan, Billy Cranston, Kimberly Hart, Zach Taylor, Tommy Oliver. Now, it has been known for some time that Billy Cranston's name comes from actor Bryan Cranston, who was the voices to a couple of the monsters. And quite recently, back in I believe 2017 or maybe 2019, Jason David Frank did say in an interview that the name Tommy Oliver was inspired by one of the writers slash producers, Tony Oliver. Now, as for Jason Lee Scott, well, his is actually quite simple. His name was based off of martial artist and actor Jason Scott Lee. He was real big back in the 80s and early 90s, but unfortunately, he's pretty much forgotten these days. Now, the big question, what about Kimberly, Zach, and Trini? Well, I've tried every which way I could think of to find out where their names came from. I cannot find anything on this at all. So that's a question I think we need to ask Amy Jo Johnson and Walter Jones. They're the only ones who probably can answer that question for us because, hey, they played the characters, right? As for Trini, believe it or not, I think I do have the answer to that question. And it stems all the way back to the Lost episode. Now, for those of you who might remember, originally, Tui Trang was not chosen to be Trini. Instead, she was going to be played by a Mexican actress named Audrey Dubois. And in that Lost episode, she is still called Trini. Now, I think the origin of that stems from well known Mexican singer and actor Trini Lopez. And yes, folks, that really was his name, Trini Lopez, and it is spelled exactly the same. They obviously did a different tone in the name just to make it sound more feminine, of course. Now, a bigger question might be why did they keep the name when they fired Audrey Dubois? Well, the name does sound Asian, and if you remember, they don't call her Trini Kwan in there. They just call her Trini. So it wouldn't be a huge stretch to just add the last name Kwan right behind it. Now, this is only a theory, but if you think about it, it makes perfect sense because she was going to be played by a Mexican girl, and the spelling is exactly the same. So it's no stretch of the imagination, and that's my theory for Trini. As for Kimberly and Zach, we're going to have to ask Amy Jo Johnson and Walter Jones that question because, to the best of my knowledge, nobody's ever asked. Why? I don't know. But yeah, I would love to find out. But until then, this is Movie Fan signing off.